Okay, we're back. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Raven Eyes here, and let's see. This is my third time trying to record this. First time I crashed. Second time I crashed. Third time my game updated in the background while I was taking a quick break, and then crashed. And hopefully whatever updates they've done, hopefully it doesn't cause a crash. Hopefully improve the experience, but yeah. Wrong button. I'm not even clicked in game. Hopefully resetting my computer also helps. I hope so. So anyways, topic of the video. Today we are on the Touge roads, Sadamine Pass. That's the name of the map. Right there, Sadamine. Anywho, yeah. And we have these three cars, these drift cars. They're mostly stock, and the reason why I say mostly stock, the two and the one on the left, the blue one, which is the Ibishu Pessima. Not do that. Let's just walk into the car. So over here is the Ibishu Ibishu Pessima, right? From what I've been told, well, on one of my previous videos, I was on Drift Island, just practicing, playing around, and a commenter mentioned that this car is a lot better for that map, and that the Ibishu BX is absolutely terrible, which may be true, maybe not. I think it's more opinionated, mainly because like if you just started building a car and turn it into a drift car, you're gonna take it anywhere, right? And whether it's made for the map or not, you're gonna drift it on that map and try to learn it. You're gonna try to learn the course with whatever car you have. So it's just like, technically yes, technically kind of no, because you're gonna do your best to beat the course with whatever car you're trying to drive, right? Anyways, that's my argument with it, but he's probably right though. The map was probably designed for this car in mind. Not sure particular why. I mean, I kind of do, because this is my like third time recording, fourth, whatever it is. Anyways, yeah, the Ibishu Pessima mentioned that the car is better for that map, so it's probably easier to drift as well. Over here we have the Hirachi Sunburst. I'm only gonna give this a try, and I've already tried it technically, and it was absolutely terrible. Massive understeer, and I don't know if there's something wrong with my game, you know, or if there's missing files. I'm gonna go over that in a bit, but it looks pretty cool to me. I like the way it looks. For some reason, it reminds me of the Porsche 911 Blackbird and the Wangan Midnight. And interestingly enough, it's called the Sunburst, so totally the opposite of Midnight. Anyways, here we have the Ibishu BX, my favorite. The car that kind of just made me fall in love with BeamNG, because it looks like the S15. So, the Sylvia inspired looking car, the Diana, the Ibishu 200BX, and this car is just gonna be my favorite no matter what. I'm gonna try mastering this car. I'm also trying to master the S15 anyways in Assetto Corsa. But yeah, a car that brought a lot of people back to BeamNG for a little while. I don't know, I just like it. I love it. This is mostly stock, except I converted to left-hand drive, so for the immersion's sake, and added front bumper and rear bumper. Other than that, it's a stock version of the drift version of the Ibishu BX. Anyways, let's get started. We're gonna start with my favorite, because it's my favorite. Simple as that. Right. You gotta turn on my wheel. Forgot. Do my signals work? Yeah, dude, I love this. You know what? Let's change the time of day just to make it fun because, again, this is my 3rd time recording. Ooh, dude, it looks so good. It looks so good. Let's adjust my camera real quick. So it's a little foggy. What's that blue thing in the screen there? You see that? I need to find out. Oops, I just knocked. I'm gonna hide that a little bit. If I can. Yeah, I got out the way. Okay, good, good. Sorry about that. I just kind of smacked you a bit, but you know, need to fix the lighting a bit. Oh, this is so cool. It looks so good. It's like fogging and stuff. So I already taken that route. I might show a clip of what happened. But yeah, the goal of this video is we're gonna compare all the drift cars on this Touge map. Also, just because I haven't done Touge in so long, like legit Touge. Okay, we're gonna restart there. Try to get used to the range. So I did readjust my pedals when I was messing around before recording. So everything's actually a little different. And let's see if I can get my throttle control a little better. Oh, please don't crash. Okay. It detected another controller for whatever reason. So my wheel just disconnected and reconnected. I almost messed up there. Almost crashed. Alright, let's try one more time. I want to at least try to make it the top for all 3 cars. Okay, don't, okay. Messed up there. Rear bumper hit the rail a little bit, but nothing's too severe. I wonder if it's catching on camera. How the headlights lag a little bit. Oh boy, okay, okay. I don't know if it's because, yeah, my force feedback does feel a little weird though after that disconnect, but I mean, it still works. Please, oh man. I might just be tired for trying to record so many times. Well, we made it to the top, so that's pretty nice. We made it to the top without crashing, but we didn't really do a perfect run, so. But regardless, we got the feeling of it. So, it's time for the Pessima. Yeah. Ooh. Dude, look at those. The dash, that looks pretty awesome. Let's give you a little sneak peek. I just like the way it glows. Looks so cool. Oh man. Of course you guys are in third person, so you don't really get to see it. Headlights. Just real quick, I just want to take a look. It's just so fun to me because I have this turn signal attached to my wheel, and it's just kind of fun to play with it. Let me yeah, the emergency lights. Okay, it's just so fun. I gotta really figure out my internet issue because I want to play BeamNG online and try to like do tandems and stuff. And it'll be just cool to play with other players and maybe use like my signals to annoy people or something. Yeah, so already off the bat, this car has way more power compared to the Abyss UBX. Way more power, and it makes it's a lot easier to drift. It's a little more floaty compared to a lot of cars in this game, which makes it easier to drift in a way. Ooh, okay. Weight transfer, and you know what? It's a mostly good run compared to the Abyss UBX. Way easier compared to the a BX. So I'm gonna already tell you right now that there's gonna be some problems with this car right here, right? The Irachi Sunburst. It's a really nice looking car, and we're gonna get to it, and we're comparing the default tunes, like the default settings right now, the default drift cars. And the only thing I did with the BX was that I added side skirts and the front bumper and rear bumper. I changed them, and I made the dude. This just looks so cool. This whole setting, I love this. But the only thing I did differently was also converted to left-hand drive. So just for the immersion's sake. All right, we're back in the car. Let's just play with the. Ooh. You guys probably have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just having fun with the toys that I have, you know, because I literally have, like, listen, so there's like a turn signal thing I have right here. See it right here. So I've been playing with that. So the Irachi Sunburst feels absolutely got massive understeer. I'm not even sideways. Like, I'm just... It has a lot of power, though. Yeah. Okay, go back to second. Oh, okay. It just feels awful. And, like, that felt so delayed. Like, you could drift it, but it's real bad. Massive understeer. You can do like weight transfer techniques, and it kind of works, but I will tell you right now, I'm not getting much angle. I mean, I'm sure if you learn it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this car sucks. The fact that I required a handbrake just right there to get a good amount of angle. And I'm gonna show you why there's a problem with the car. Alright, so I'm gonna go to vehicle configurations, and you're gonna go to parts, right? And you know, I'll just do my game crash. Are you serious right now? We're gonna reload that. We'll be right back. All right, we're back in the Hirachi Sunburst, right? I think. I mean, I want to be in that time of day. Anyways, I only spawned the Hirachi Sunburst just in case if the car, like having all three cars was ruining the experience. But if you go to tuning right here, and let's see. So I looked at the front anti-roll bars. You know, they're there. And if you soften this, you know, it'll help with like turning in. So I noticed that the car felt restricted. It wasn't allowed to turn in corners. But if you look at the rear, there's no anti-roll bars to adjust. Even crazier is we go to rear suspension. And we go to the sway bars right here. It's empty. There's none. So we just add rear race sway bars, and voila, it's right there. Rear anti-roll bars, spring rate. It's already at 150,000, and the front is at 84,000. Right. And so the goal of right now is to get this car all tuned up. All we did was and to get it to be driftable. But you can, oh man, see that? I'm already sideways. Just by adding the rear sway bars. I honestly could just learn this car right now the way it is. Dude. Oh, wow. My headlights weren't even on. Oh man. Let's see if we can make it to the top now. We might be able to do it. Might be able to do it. This is so fun now. So I don't know if there's just something wrong with the the files or something, but you know, again, for some reason the drift tune was just missing the rear sway bars. That's it. Oh, okay, the sign's not solid. So we made it to the top. Do a little manji. Yeah, that's pretty freaking badass if you ask me. Oh man. So the Hirachi Sunburst is totally driftable now, just by adding the rear race sway bars. That's all I did. Car feels pretty fun to drift, honestly, and if the rear sway bars weren't like missing, because technically I did modify it, it would be a nice drift car to start out with. But you know, newbies won't really know what to do to adjust and change their cars, so you know, I don't know why that it was empty in the first place. Like, massive understeer until I just added the rear sway bars. I think on my previous runs I added the rear sway bar and I actually had difficulty drifting, but I think I don't know, might have been something wrong with my game. After restarting my game, it just worked fine. So I'm gonna spawn in the Diana right now. Alright, so we are back in the Ibishu 200BX. No, I mean the Diana. Not the 200BX, the Diana. Very different. Again, the only thing I changed was the paint, side skirts, the front bumper and rear bumper, and turn it to left-hand drive for immersion. We're gonna go for another run and see if I can get to the top, because like, again, this is my favorite car. We gotta do it, right? And if I have to adjust any settings, I will do it now. I just love doing that. I do feel like the force feedback's a little weak for some reason. Okay, so I have a real hard time handling that corner. We're gonna try that corner again. Alright. I feel like Ikitani Senpai when he messed up in front of his crush. There you go. Ooh. Yeah, this car is a lot weaker than the other two. Like, it has less horsepower, definitely. But I think, in my opinion, if you want a bit of realism and you want to learn how to drift, especially if you're going to build your own car, you're going to start out with a lower horsepower car anyways, right? So, if you want an experience with, like, realistic consequences by messing up, and genuinely want to learn how to drift, I think this will be the way to go. Not that I really know, because I don't drift in real life, but the fact that I make more mistakes in this car, if I try to learn it, you know, like I entered the corner a little too early. Let's try that again. We didn't really crash, do any. Okay, now we crash. Okay, we're gonna start over again. One more round before I try to like adjust any settings. Because if I could reach to the top, and that's all I really want to do, then But I will say, like, in terms of defaults, if you don't want to like mess with any tuning, the Pessima is definitely easier to learn off of. But if you want a challenge, I think. Ooh, oh man! I just tapped the rear bumper right there, but I made it through this time. I should have been in first gear right there. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Oh man. Alright, so I think I'm gonna make some adjustments. I think we're gonna do that. Let's see. Vehicle configs. Let's take a look at the wheel data. So my front toe is, please, straight. I think it's like positive. Yeah, it's like positive 0.5, positive 0.4. So we don't want it to be that way. So we want negative toe, not positive toe. Adjusting your camber will affect the toe as well. So, in this game at least, as far as I know. Okay. So, front toe, we're gonna drop it down. I think -5 I usually try to go for, because it usually is negative. It's not negative for some reason. What is going on? Apply. Am I even on the front? Okay, I am on the front. -1.4. No less than that. -0.5, please. Thank you. Apply. Negative, yeah, okay. There you go. So I got some negative toe going on. Front toe is, wow, look at that. And it's actually pretty close to 0. Should we leave it? I'm gonna leave it. So the tire pressures are not even. So I'm gonna even those out, just in case. So, you know, this is how like tuning goes. So with the 35 PSI, that's less grip in the rear. So we want more grip in the rear, so the my throttle and brake can actually be more effective. I don't know why like a lot of people tune cars to have more grip in the front, but like from my experience on sim racing at least, for like balancing oversteer and understeer, it's better to have more grip in the rear, especially with the tires. That might just be enough, right? So we added negative toe in the front, and we added more grip in the rear tires. That's all we really did. All right, let's go for another run. So yeah, it's a little better. A little better, but not great. So for some reason, it felt like I spun out on the rear tires for some reason. Oh man, okay. But I managed to get through that without crashing. Not a severe crash. My turn-in still feels pretty terrible. So I might adjust my front anti-roll bars. Yeah, So gonna go to vehicle configs, and we're just gonna do small adjustments. So front anti-roll bars is 260,000, and the rear anti-roll bars are at 20,000. So we have softer rear anti-roll bars, and wow, that's pretty loud. We have a lot more stiffer, so I'm gonna drop this down to like, what was it at again? We're gonna drop it to 200,000, right? See how that feels. You just do a little bit of increments at a time. And I'm definitely gonna save whatever tune this is. I just like forgot what I was trying to do. Well, whatever. We're just gonna go. Yeah, so the car already turns in really well. A little bit better. Ooh. So again, all I did was add more grip to the rear tires, so my throttle has more of an impact in the car. I added more negative toe to the front wheels, so they toe out more. Oh man, this is so much better already. And then I soften up the front anti-roll bars. Ooh, I should have done that in first gear, but what was that? This already feels better. Oh man, so much easier than BeamNG too. Ooh. Okay, one little crash, but I think, yeah, we can still drive. Oh, there's the top. All right, so we made it to the top, dude. That's pretty awesome, and it felt really smooth. It felt great. I'm definitely gonna save these configs. Make sure if you actually tune something, make sure you save it. So I might have misspelled that, but I don't care. A little weird. But yeah, this is the conclusion of this. I don't need to tune the Pessima, but being able to tune the other two cars and making it to the top. Wow, look at my rear tail light. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, man. So conclusion is, for a beginner, if you are, I would rate the easiest car to drift would be the Pessima, right? The Ibishu, the Diana drift of the Ibishu BX. Second easiest, because you know, you can still drift it while it's not tuned, but it definitely needs work. I think my settings are a little bit better, you know, being able to tow it out. Let me share those settings real quick, right? So, and again, it's not perfect, it still needs work. It probably still needs work. So again, everything is pretty much default. The only thing I changed was yeah, okay, so this was at 260. I think someone tried to drift in real life and just down the street. Okay, whatever. 260,000. That was the default, and I dropped it down to 200,000. And depending on the track, you might need to soften this or stiffen it. So if you make it softer, it'll turn in more easily in corners, or just whenever you turn anyways, making it easier to initiate the drift, but you might go too sideways. So just be careful with this. Do small increments and test it out, just like what I did. I left everything else alone. Most of this is default. Other than that, I clicked the live wheel data, and I think I adjusted my, wow, actually my wheel data is a little different, but my front toe, I dropped it down to -5 because it was at positive toe earlier. This looks great to me. Let me reset the car, spawn it. Anyways, when the both left and right tires were even, I made sure it was like at 0.05 or 0.04 or something around there. Negative toe. But that way it toes out, so it's easier to turn in, and it's a little better for drifting, better angle. And that's all I really did, really. Oh, right, the tire pressures. I made them even. So they had it at 35, which means less grip, you know. And you want more grip in the rear, to be honest. You know, you think less grip means more slidey, but drifting is actually all about grip and controlling it with your throttle. So because it's rear wheel drive, and if you have less grip on your rear tires, you know, it's less effective, you know. So that's all I really did. But again, I'll just scroll down real quick just so you guys can see it all. Front suspension, rear suspension, wheel alignment, rear, front tire and offset, which I pretty much left alone except for the rear. That's all I really did. I didn't add any parts. Again, all I really did was add like a front and rear bumper and side skirts and switch it to left-hand drive. If you don't know how to switch to left-hand drive, if you're American and you don't want to be on right-hand drive, all you gotta do is go to the interior, just for fun. Right here, dashboard, you can see right here, left hand, right hand. You can even change the gauges to like metric or imperial. You can put police equipment for whatever reason. You can change your whatever that is. Right now it has automatic. Should be a manual. Should be a manual. But you know, this is cosmetic. It doesn't really affect the driving in any way. You got your, you can change the weight steering it to maybe some other time. But yeah, you can do all that just for looks. Look at the engine, dude. So this is the Street Drift edition, and again, I didn't really like touch much of this. 2.0, huh? Just in case, I'm gonna spawn in the. I just want to make sure that this is actually the Street Drift edition, right? Just to make sure that it is the same by checking the engine, because if it's not, then I'm gonna be upset. Okay, there you go. Yeah. We're not gonna do the same thing with the Pessima, because the Pessima does not need much tuning unless you feel like it does, but that you're gonna have to learn how to tune. I'm not gonna really touch it because it feels perfectly fine. I managed to get to the top. And then finally the Hirachi Sunburst, right? It's the worst out of the three. You're gonna need to do excessive tuning to it. I don't know if I even should share what I did. Oh no, all I did was add the rear sway bar, right? Yeah, that's all I did. Yeah, that's all I did. The rear sway bars, right? and then it just went sideways. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, enjoyed watching it, let me know down in the comments. Let me know how you feel. You know, there is a problem with this car. I'm just like mashing. So maybe I still need to tune it, because I am just like stomping on the... I'm not actually stomping it, I'm actually at like 30% throttle, believe it or not. But this car has so much horsepower, it's crazy. But yeah. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments. If you want more content like this, definitely comment, like, subscribe. I'm going to do a little bit more Assetto content. Probably no commentary. Just pure driving. And it's mostly going to be Touge if I play Assetto. I'm learning how to... in BeamNG, I'm learning how to drift. And on weekends, I think I'm going to do 1 episode a week of career mode. I think that's the goal. That's the plan. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.